Shavuot is a holiday in which we celebrate our brit, our covenant, our core principles, alliances, and commitments. A holiday where we reenact, to a certain degree, our collective acceptance of Torah at Sinai, as a people who are willing to enter into a relationship with God. We allow ourselves on Shavuot to re-inhabit, so to speak, the time before we were covenantal partners with God, a time when we were all Gerim. It's a holiday for reconvening around our shared sense of peoplehood, which we can do in two ways. We do it by noticing what is at the center, what unifies us and draws us together. And we also do so by noticing our margins, by being more careful and vigilant at drawing people in, at noticing who is already in but may not feel that they are, and by drawing our firm and imagined boundaries in more inclusive ways. We can gain clarity about our group by paying attention to what is in common, our core values, and we can also gain clarity by paying attention to the edges of our group, since often those at the margins, however they are defined, can help the rest of the group have a better understanding of who they really are. People at the margins often have a heightened sensitivity of what defines and is special about the group. Shavuot is a holiday to celebrate our coming together as one nation, as a collective, unified. On Shavuot, we coalesce back together as a nation seated together at the foot of Har Sinai, ready to accept the yoke of heaven, ready to hear God's voice and be moved to commit ourselves fully to His mission for us. And at the same time, this holiday of collectivity is also an opportunity to pay attention to those in our midst who might not yet feel the fullness of the community's embrace and power. The book of Ruth, which we read on the second day of Shavuot, explicitly engages with these two themes. In the book of Ruth, two outsiders, Ruth and Naomi, outsiders in many ways, as widows, as poor people, as women, and Ruth as the ultimate outsider, a Moabite, struggle but eventually find their way into the heart of the community. They eventually make it so much the heart of things that Ruth, of course, becomes the ancestor of King David. How do they make their way in? What is the mechanism by which they gain entry? First, it takes persistence, resilience, and ingenuity for Ruth, who leaves her family and land behind to figure out how to find a way into the Jewish people. Second is chesed, both their chesed towards each other and the chesed that they are eventually shown by Boaz. In the book of Ruth, the perceived outsiders, the people living at the margins, those who have a heightened sensitivity of what defines and is special about the group, bring forward a primary characteristic and mission of the Jewish people: to live lives animated by awareness of the other, lives fueled by and given meaning through acts of kindness and giving towards the other. And so this holiday, which celebrates our collectiveness and takes notice of our margins, coalesces to the same point. We are proud to be bearers of God's mission for us, to receive the Torah, to work together to be a clarifying force for the world of chesed, tzedek, and mishpat.